Hello guys, what's up? Welcome back. Thanks for tuning in. So, I'm on my period today. I feel very exhausted, but somehow I've decided I'll just show up at the gym and take it slow today. So, let me show you how my period workout days look like. Thank you. Uh, So, as you can see, I've reached the gym. I absolutely did not have the energy or mood to show up at the gym today. But we are not quitting, we are just slowing down. And on period days, it is a bit of a struggle to show up, but we are still doing it. I actually recorded my day one period log yesterday, but for some reasons, because I was not even this energetic yesterday, so due to some technical and other reasons, that vlog did not come out well. So here I am shooting again to show you how my period workouts look like. Let's go. So we're avoiding our routine warm-ups today because, like I said, I'm on my period. I'm not very comfortable doing a few stretches when I'm on my period. So I'm on the treadmill. I'll walk for maybe 3-4 minutes on the treadmill and then get back to my working sets. We're doing a core day today. So yeah, let's get to it. And honestly, strength training changed the way I look at my periods now. Not that it magically changed everything or fixed everything, but my body handles so many things so much better than how it used to handle before. Because there was a point where periods controlled everything in my life, like pain, exhaustion, mood swings, bloating, literally everything. And it was so painful and it was so confusing for my body that I myself could not understand what was happening. Hmm. Ah. And the thing is, I thought all of it was normal because everybody around me has always normalized period pain so much that whenever you go and tell anybody about the pain in your periods, the usual answer I used to get, and I think is most common for everybody, every girl in their life, is yeah, periods are supposed to hurt. But sometimes it's a little more than that. I don't know. I just think they shouldn't be normalized. The pain shouldn't be normalized very much because that is something so many girls go through, and they do not realize with the amount of pain that they're going through, they might have something, you know, much more serious than just a routine period pain. We did 15 kgs for 50 seconds, guys. That's my highest. I pushed a little because 10 kgs I've been doing 1 minute 10 seconds. So I thought I could pull off 15 kgs, and we did. I did for 50 seconds. Good job. So we're done with our leg raises. I usually do somewhere around 20 22, but today I was only able to do till 15 to 16, and I'm not pushing myself much. I'm just listening to my body. So coming back to you know what I was saying about it might be something more than that, because I already had PCOS before this. So I thought whatever mood swings I've been having, whatever pain I was going through, or what lifestyle, whatever, it was all because of PCOS. But then eventually, you know, uh, I had a doubt that this must be a little something, something little more than PCOS, because the pain felt really unusual. I started missing my cycles. I started, you know, my mood has started to drastically change over the months, and I kept ignoring all the signs uh, until I realized it was too late, and that is when I got checked and I got diagnosed with adenomyosis. And honestly, that was one of the most difficult periods I had faced in terms of my health. Most difficult phase that I went through. I think after the diagnosis happened, it got bad to that extent. Once the diagnosis of this adenomyosis condition happened, it got bad to that extent where I had to quit my job. And I think quitting my job messed with me mentally more than anything else, because I used to absolutely love my job. I loved working, I stay alone. So it was something I enjoyed. It was in a field, that I absolutely loved learning about, getting to know new things and all. So when you're really that ambitious and suddenly your body is not cooperating with you, it feels like you're being betrayed by your own body. And no matter what you're trying, no matter what you do, nothing is going in favor of you. So yeah, I think that was the most hardest part, about quitting and trying to start new again. Yeah, and nobody really understands what you're going through, because on the outside you look completely normal. I used to look completely normal, go to office, laugh and joke with my teammates, or even at home with my relatives or with friends. I used to be very normal, but suddenly the next minute, the pain kicks in, and I just fall down. I scrunch, I cannot move, and I'm in a lot of pain. And sometimes, the cramps remain for 5 minutes, and they go on till 5 hours, 6 hours. So I really did not know what to do. So I couldn't even explain it to people, because I was not able to understand what was going in my body. So yeah, let me complete my next exercise. Phew. So we're done with our workout today. I left the gym. I'm walking home. So I've completed my core work today and I feel tired. I have cramps, but feels really good because I showed up irrespective of what I was feeling and my mood has gotten better. You see, my mood has gotten so much better. So, yeah. So, the point of me sharing all my pain, all my history is 2 points actually. First one is I think women genuinely need to start strength training very early, like at least now, right now, wherever you are in your point, in the point of the life. I think you need to start strength training because not saying this for aesthetics, not saying, start strength training to look skinny, no, but being physically strong enables you to live life in a very different way. It gives you the power. It is a different kind of power being physically strong. So I think you should start strength training, guys. And the second point is I think we should stop feeling guilty for slowing down in phases of life, certain phases of life. Because I know there is this, we need to compete, we need to, um, so I know, nothing stops for us. No matter what we are feeling inside, we will need to show up. And I understand all of it, I've lived all of it. But it doesn't hurt to slow down sometimes in life. And I think that only helps us for the better because I'm your example. I've left my job. I restarted my life and I think it's going pretty good. Now we can always restart. We can always start from zero. We are capable of doing that. So stop feeling guilty for taking time for yourself. Okay? Yeah. So that's it. That's our little in between sets talk. And let me know what you think in the comments, and I'll see you in our next video. Bye bye.